there, neighbors and naysayers. Clint Finney again.
Hey, Dad.
It's December the 6th,
Dad.
2024, and I've got my helper Levi along with me. So if you hear, hey Dad, hey Dad, hey Dad, those are his favorite words to say.
Dad.
We're coming today to talk to you about the end of growing season. We've talked all fall about when can we turn livestock back out on pasture, and we've been telling y'all, if you can, just wait until the end of the growing season and accumulate as much stockpiled grass as you can before you turn them out. The cows were already used to eating hay, livestock were already used to eat hay. Might as well leave them there and accumulate the massive amount of forage that you can, or most amount of forage that you can. So we're ready to call it. We're ready to say the killing frost has come. It has been a long fall, folks. We don't normally get blessed with this long of a growing season, but Sunday night into Monday, we were down in the low 20s and teens, and last night especially, it was 16 when I got in my truck. So at this point, the ground temperature has gotten to that magical 20 degrees for more than 4 hours. Our growing season is over. That doesn't mean the grass will stop growing. It will continue to grow, just very, very, very small amounts. So what grass we have at this point is what we're gonna have. We might as well go ahead and start grazing. So as you can see behind me, the way we've chosen to use our stockpiled grass is by bale grazing. These bales are set in here on 80-foot centers, so there's an 80-foot basic square around each one. We gave these steers 2 bales at a time, and then we set up multiple temporary fences in front of and behind the bales, and we just moved the steers through this series of bales, moved the bale rings with them. The cool part about this is this group of steers was eating 1.5 bales a day. We've turned them in here on Sunday. It is now Friday. They're gonna go a whole nother day before we need to move them. So they got 6 days out of 2 bales, where we were only getting 1.5 bales a day before. So we've gained an extra 2 or so days per bale of grazing because we're just using these 80 by 80 squares times 2. So it's roughly 160 by 80 strip for those 20 steers, and that has kept them on grass. So the bigger story today is the growing season is over. If you've been holding cows back or livestock back and waiting to graze, now is the time. We've got there. Hopefully you all have a stockpile kind of like we do. This isn't great. It's not what we'd love to have, not what we have on a normal year, but it is something. And as I said, it's getting these steers an extra 2 days of grass, and at the same time supplementing the poorer quality hay. This hay is testing 7 to 8% protein. I forget what the TDN and all that is, but it was good enough for these growing steers. But it's going to be better now that we've got this high quality stockpile that we're able to feed them. So if you were holding livestock in, at this point we're saying now is the time. We can go ahead and turn them out. I wouldn't turn them out wholesale. I'd give them strips of it and make them clean it up. But now is the time to turn livestock back out on pasture. We're not going to hurt anything for our growth for next year. Not going to hurt as much. We don't necessarily want to graze it too close, but we can graze it at this point. With that, I'll say we'll see you next time.